Welcome to Success Nation. This is your host, Gary Ernest. Our talk for the day is the drive to succeed. We've heard many gurus, teachers. They have told us we have the power to become whatever we want. Yes, we do have those powers. Having the drive to succeed is something we must understand. What is it? How do one succeed when you have obstacles that are being placed in your way? The obstacles that have been placed in your way, sometimes they are not obstacles at all. And you may ask yourself, what does he mean by those obstacles are not obstacles at all? Well, the thing about success, most people see the final product, the final result, the triumph. They see you sitting on top of Mount Olympus. They see you sitting on top of the zenith. They see the triumph, they see the glory. Those are all good, but that's not what success is. Success is not really the end result. Success is an accumulation of trial and error that leads you to Mount Olympus. It's a combination of things that you have to overcome in order for you to reach that final stretch. The final phase in your life when you can sit back and relax and say, wow, I've made it to the top. But without the hurdles, without all the obstacles that were put on your way, you would not have understood what success meant. And you will never understand success if you don't understand failures and the obstacles you had to overcome. But those obstacles are what made people successful. The necessity to change something in your life, that's what will make you successful. The drive to say enough is enough when it comes to the way you're living. That's when success becomes successful. If you wake up all of a sudden, you are on top of Mount Olympus. You are on top of the mountain. You rising above, but you don't even know how to get there. When you fall, you won't be able to get back up. In order for you to understand success, you have to understand failures. You have to understand the things that you did not succeed at were not the end of you. The things that you would not succeed at were not the end of you. They were merely steps to get to your goal. That's what they are. Obstacles are the things that we master. No one has ever mastered success for real. We master the obstacles that would lead us to success. And as a result of mastering those obstacles, we get to enjoy success at the end. Let's say you go to school to be an attorney. Once you get that license, that's the success. But the studying it took, The the sleepless nights, that's what brought the smile in your face. Those sleepless nights, you said, man, I've made it to the top. Oh my goodness, this thing was hard. But you know what? That's what success is about. Success is about the things you had to overcome to get to that stage. Success that you will enjoy tomorrow is the obstacles of today which you have to overcome. The obstacles of today will be your success tomorrow. If you look at people who have won the lottery, you give them anything. Some of them have even won millions and millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. But the same way it came, the same way it went. Easy comes, easy go. And does that mean you cannot be successful because you have not overcome anything? No, not at all. What it means is, in order for you to understand how to enjoy success, you have to understand that the obstacles that have been placed in your way is merely a step. In some culture, they say a journey starts with one step. That one step, and God would provide the 99 ways. See, that first obstacle that you had to overcome is the obstacle that was standing in your way, because if you look at the obstacles that's standing in your way, what you will do, you're like, man, this thing is hard. So therefore, I'm not going to continue anymore because it was designed for me to fail. Well, you know what? Even if it was designed for you to fail, all you have to do is jump over it. Kick that door down. Kick that suppressive person in your life that's stopping you from growing and going where you want to go. Move him out the way. Once you do that, you'll see how your ability to succeed will come very easily. Because if you don't know how to overcome the obstacles that are being placed on your way, you're going to give up every time. Because some games, which is life is a game, some games are designed to have obstacles, but those obstacles that you have to overcome, that's what makes success beautiful. That's what makes success something that you can endure. You can hold that success in your hand. You feel that success, but when you are celebrating that success, you are merely celebrating the obstacles that you had to overcome. That's exactly what you're doing. You're not really celebrating the success, the accomplishment. It's not really what you are celebrating. You are celebrating the obstacles that you had to overcome. And let's say you want to start a business. You said to yourself, man, you will have a list. That list will have 100 or more things that you think that will go wrong. Then you said to yourself, I'll do it next year. And you wake up next year, you make your New Year's resolution, and you said, okay, you know what? Let me get this thing done. I'm ready to get this done. Listen, man, I am ready. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. Next year comes, you start your New Year's resolution in January. You go, oh, man, this is too hard, man. You give up. Before you know it's 10 years later, you're still saying the same thing. This is too hard. Well, the oak tree, which is considered one of the strongest tree on earth, did not have it easy. The oak tree had it real hard. The oak tree had to weather all the storm that was placed in its way. As a result of all this trial and tribulation, the oak tree is now one of the biggest and the most protected tree. One of the most protected trees that you will see. And they did not become protected just by giving up. See, life is like this. When nature wants to make you, nature will break you. When nature wants you to succeed, nature will break you. Nature will put you in a situation that you would say to yourself, man, this thing is hard. Nature will take you and push you. Nature will knock you down so many times. And you will say to yourself, man, I can't do this anymore. I cannot do this anymore. That's how you will feel when nature wants to take you down. But you know what? Nature doesn't want to kill you. Nature doesn't want to destroy you. You know what nature wants to do? Nature wants to test you. Nature wants to test your resilience. How resilient are you? Do you have the strength to weather the storm that's coming in your life? Do you have that strength to say, you know what? I got this. Once you faced with that obstacle, once you take that business plan, you take it to the bank looks at your business plan, that business plan is well designed, and you say, sorry, man. You know, you need a little bit of work. Don't take it personal. Don't think it's something personal and that the person has anything against you. Yes, of course, you know what? Humans are humans. People would have conniving things, and they will have conniving thoughts and conniving ways, and there might be something against you. But what I'm telling you is, don't look at it as something against you. Look at it, you are just another step toward my success. And move on. Obstacles are steps that are being placed on your way in order for you to succeed. They are not being put in your way in order for you to fail. The obstacles that are being put on your way are reasons, are steps you have to overcome. There's a reason why people who have lost everything, and guess what? It doesn't take them time to get it back. Why? Which we will get to in the next session. But what I'm telling you is this. What you need to understand is this. Your obstacles are not your destruction. The obstacles that have been placed in your way are tools you need to master in order to get to where you want to go. In order for you to go where you want to go, in order for you to get to the place, in order for you to get to Mount Zion, you have to face many obstacles. In order for you to cross that bridge, in order for you to get on top of that bridge, those obstacles are being there for a reason. How strong can you get? When you cross that bridge, wow, it is not that bad after all. But you know what? If you look at how high that bridge is, if you look at the obstacles that's being placed in your way in order for you to go across that bridge, you're like, man, I don't know if this thing is for me. It is for you. You just have to know how to condition your mind, how to bring that towards you. How to look at that obstacle that's being placed in your way like, you are just another obstacle, you're just another step for me to get to the top. So therefore, your obstacles is just another game for me. You have successful people, basketball players. Let's say the obstacles that were placed in front of Michael Jordan, he decided to give up. Would you know Jordan today? You wouldn't know him. And I'm sure you could say the same thing for LeBron James. I'm sure you could say the same thing for the late Kobe. you see the triumph, you see the glory, you see all those things that people have to, all the accolades that comes with success. That is what you see. But that is not what success is. Success is not the end result. The end result is the result of the things that you had to overcome. The things that you have overcome, those are the things that's what success is about. Once you enjoy that moment, you're in that time zone, you are flying high. You said to yourself, man, I've made it to the top. I have reached the Mount Zion. I have crossed that bridge. You said, I'm sitting on Mount Olympus. But remember the puddles, the hurdles that you had to jump over before you get to that bridge. Before you get to that bridge, before you get on top of Mount Olympus, remember those obstacles you had to overcome. Those obstacles you had to overcome, that is your success. Those are your success. They are your success because without them, if you did not decide to face them, you would not have been a successful person. So when you think about getting something done, when you think about, you know what, I need to get this done. Well, guess what? If you need to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, get up and make it happen. If you refuse to wake up early in the morning to get things done, you will never get done. Look at the birds. The birds wake up early in the morning. They fly miles and miles away in order for them to find food. They don't sit around. People say, I'm free as a bird. The birds don't sit around. The birds get up early morning because before they could find that good spot for them to be able to feast on. Then they go back home. They don't sit around and say, you know what, I got this. God's going to provide. Yes, God will provide if you make that move. If you get out your bed right now, I know you're just laying in your bed listening to this. You sitting in your bed, you're like, man, I got this, man. I got this. God's going to provide. You know what? There's only one way God will provide for you. You have to get out your bed. Get out your bed and go look for that job. Pick up that phone. Make that phone call. You know that business person you met down the street, man. You like, whoa. Don't think about anything that can go wrong. Just pick up that phone and call that person. Send that email. Write that business plan you wanted to write. And if you don't know how to do it, there are professionals out there that's going to help you. But there's only one thing you have to understand. In order for you to succeed, in order for you to make it to the top, to make it to Mount Olympus, you have to understand how to get up and do what you need to do. Don't do the same thing you've been doing for hundreds of years and expect different results. What you want to do is this. Get up. Get in your car. Go find the professionals, people to help you. We're not alone. We just have to make sure that the people we have in our lives, they're not there to destroy us. But we are not alone. We are not alone by a long shot. We cannot do anything by ourselves. Let's look at it. You look at an automobile. That automobile has thousands of parts. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know anything about cars. But I'll tell you one thing. You dissect that car like a frog. You cut it piece by piece. You will realize that we said American made. Well, sometimes it's American assembled. Assembled in America. Parts are made around the world. Basically, we are not an island. We are not by ourselves. We are consuming things that are coming from places that are miles and hundreds of miles away from us. We're not by ourselves by a long shot. we are together on earth. We are not alone. We are together. We can do this together. We can do this as a team. But the only way for us to do it as a team, you have to get up and say, I got this. You have to make that first move to say, you know what, I got this. Because once you make that first move, the person you were supposed to meet is going to be right there at the cash register and say, yo, what's your name? Then you will tell the person your name. They're like, what do you do? The person you will tell the person what you do. You're like, oh wow, I was looking for somebody exactly like you. Those are not hocus pocus like I've always said to you. There are simple ways for us to pay attention. The clues the universe have left for us is that in order for us to succeed, we have to go through hurdles. Look at the earth. At one point, the earth was nothing volcanic. It was hot. There was no way for people to live. Then you had the dinosaurs, and there are all kinds of creatures. And if you look at those creatures, they fit their time. If you look at those huge animals, they were appropriate for their time. Nothing is by accident. Nothing that you see is by accident. There's no accident in this world. But there's only one way for you to experience that. You have to get out there. You have to get up and say, you know what? I want to do this. I want to lose weight. Okay. Don't just say you want to lose weight and you just sit there. You have to get up and make it happen. I want to start a business. Don't just sit there and say you want to start a business. Every morning you say it. Or when you see your friend succeeding, you're like, well, I've always wanted to do it. You get up and do it. Don't worry about all the good things and all the bad things. If you sit back and say to yourself, you know what? There's only one thing that's going to come with my success is that I'm going to stop working. And I'm going to say you wrong. Because if your aim is to stop working, you might as well stop working right now. Because once you own a business, you work more than anybody else. But you have to understand, yes, I'm talking to you. I know you're eating breakfast right now. Hey, put that spoon down. Put that fork down. Take a deep breath for a minute. Think about what I'm about to tell you. Yeah, you're driving your car. Yes. Put the volume up. Put it up. Yes. No, exactly. Exactly. Yes. Put it all the way to the right. There you go. Press that button up. There you go. Right there. You're comfortable listening right now. This is what I'm going to tell you this. Know what you need to do? Know what you want. Know exactly what you want. Go out and make it happen. That's what you need to do. Know exactly what you want. Don't do it because your friend has done it. Don't do it. It will speak through you, not to you. It will speak through you. It's coming from you inside of your diaphragm. It'll come from your heart. It'll come from your solar plexus. Right here. And have you ever heard it? I've had this gut feeling this thing was right or wrong. Well, that gut feeling, that's what tells you the truth. You know the truth about yourself. I'm not telling you something you don't already know. But I tell you one thing, you may not know how to get it done. You may not know how to get it done. That's my job to help you get it done. That's my job to help you get it done. Because I've been there. I doubted myself many times. That's it, man. I don't think I'm gonna pass that class. By the time I was done, I had straight A's. Man, I don't think I'm gonna read this book. By the time I was done, I had the straight A's. Why? Well, As I saw the obstacles, I was doubting myself many times, and I said, you know what? There's only one thing to do. Face it. Face the obstacles that are being placed in your way. Those obstacles are not there to destroy you. They are merely there to help you grow. You understand? Say to yourself, I can do it. I'm the master of my soul. I'm the captain of my destiny. Whatever I put my mind to, I can do it. I can achieve anything I put my mind to. I can do anything I put my mind to, as long as I want to do it. Because you are a part of the universe is a part of you. You can't succeed as a part of the universe and fail as an individual. But you cannot succeed outside of the world that you live in. You have to understand that. Success is not the aim. Success is the result of all the hurdles you had to overcome. When we celebrate success, we are celebrating all the obstacles that we had to overcome to get to that point. We are merely celebrating our success over the trial and tribulation. The trial and tribulations, they are your guide. They are your tools to succeed. They are the tools that you need in order for you to succeed. That's what trial and tribulations are. You take a child who's raised in a rich family. That child has never ever been outside. The child doesn't know you have wild dogs out there. You have diseases out there. They don't know that because they've never had to overcome all those problems. So that child decided to go outside, and the child doesn't even know what it means that when they see a car, they need to stop. See, now let's put yourself together with that situation. This is the example I'm giving you right now. And then listen to me, and listen to me well. Well, right now I know you're sitting at your desk. You just made it to your work now. You're sitting at your desk, and you're listening to me. You have a boss who's just giving you a hard time. But every time that boss gives you a hard time, you give him the best results. So that boss is actually making you better. So now you have the child. You have two. Let's say two of them. One was raised rich, no experience. One, he was raised with the trial and tribulation. He knew what hunger was. He knew what it meant to cross the street when cars are coming. He knew what it meant to stop when he sees cars. The other one doesn't. The other one was raised, he had maids. The child had maids. The child had everything. And one day, he propped open the door. He opens the door and goes outside. He sees the car. He doesn't know what the car does. He crosses in front of the car. And that poor child, the kid who knew how to live, the kid who knew how the street was, that kid saw the car, then stopped. Then the car moved, then the kid crossed the street. That's you. You are the person going through whatever you're going through right now. You are the person you have to deal with all that obstacles, all that craziness you have to deal with in your life. See, those craziness you are dealing with, you are being molded. You are being molded into the person that you need to become. We look at situations like they are the worst thing that could ever happen to us. No, they are exactly what needed to happen to us in order for us to succeed. Because by you knowing how to overcome, how to rise above the obstacles that you're facing, you can succeed at anything you put your mind to, because you've already known, you've already experienced the hurdles, the problems, all the obstacles that were being placed in your way. Remember, like and subscribe. For all my viewers, for all those of you who listen to me, I say thank you. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all you've done. Like and subscribe. You see a button below? Subscribe and leave me a comment. Any comments. If you want me to come and speak to your community, I am ready for you. Thank you.